Hello everyone, welcome back once again to my platform, and today we are going to be talking about a particular video that I came across, and it is about this man here on the screen. According to him, he said that he's regretting moving to Canada, and I was shocked because the dream of almost everybody in Nigeria is to flee the country to another country like US, Canada, Europe, and all that. But in this case, this man said that he was not happy, moving to Canada. And his reasons will shock you. So I'll play you the video so you hear and tell us your experience in Canada, in US, in Europe, whether you agree with this man or you disagree. Okay, so let's hear the video, then I'll tell you my own opinion on the matter.
What is the biggest thing you regret in life?
I regret in life? I regret coming to Canada because if I had stayed in the Caribbean, I would have been way better. I came to Canada. I worked, I don't know, maybe 20 years. I had to go back to my country. 7 years, living here for 20 years, 7 years of my country, give me enough money to buy 2 properties in Canada cash. 7 years, 7. And 20 years you're just paying rent and nothing. It tells me Canada is just a trap. I own property and it's hard for me. So imagine people who come from different countries for the first year and you're wasting your time, you're going to stress out, you're going to go crazy and you're going to die in less than 10 years. When in your country, which would have been harder, you live for another 40, 50 years. No matter how bad it is in your country, it's only going to get worse here. I'm telling you the truth. To travel the world and live a good life, all kind of stuff. Idea of Canada is to get out of Canada, not get in. And I've realized that between America and Canada, the people who are living back in their country are living better than us who are living over here.
All right, so you guys must have heard from the horse's mouth. And I want to ask you this simple question. Do you agree with him? Now, it all depends on the country where you come from. There are people who are more successful in Nigeria or in their countries of origin more than those abroad. Okay, and there are those who are more successful abroad than those back in their country. So it depends. And also another thing depends on what you are doing, your profession, your career, whatever you're doing. I don't know, maybe a professional doctor, a surgeon abroad cannot be compared to the same profession back home. Now, and there's a clarification I want to make, that those moving back home every day, from Europe, America, Canada, and all the rest of it, is because you have made some money there, you have lived a good life there, you have seen one or two, and now you want to go back home to relax. Now, imagine somebody who is poor in Africa, and you tell the person, oh, there's nothing in Europe, there's nothing in Canada, or nothing in America. The person is not going to agree with you. The person would want to come to Europe, go to Canada, go to America, and also make it, because somebody who is wretched, who is poor in Nigeria, for example, if that person gets to Europe, get to Canada, get to America, that person is going to change for good. There's no two ways about it. I understand what this man is saying, but you have to take a look at it from another perspective and understand that those who have nothing will get something if they come abroad. And those who have something may get nothing abroad. That is the equation. Okay, so for example, let me show you something else here. There is a lady here. As you can see, this lady, Japa, American content creator Vicky, reveals plans to relocate to Nigeria and crowns Nigerian men the finest in the world. Now, why is Vicky planning to relocate to Nigeria? It is because she is living a good life. She has, money to take care of herself if she gets to Nigeria. Okay, that's why she's relocating to Nigeria. So imagine her being in Nigeria, where the system is not favoring her, where the system is taken from her rather than given. So the story will be different. So it is always easier for somebody who has gone abroad to go back than for somebody who is back home to, want to remain there if the person is not a kind of making money. Even I've known a lot of people who has money, but they still want to live. They still want to live. So it all depends on the mindset or your level of understanding of things and how you want to also live your life. And that brings me to another video as well. We are one man who usually makes videos. I think he lives in the, is it in the UK or Canada? I think in Canada, yeah. I've forgotten his name. He's somebody who is popular on Instagram. So he said that building a house in the village is a waste of money. Let me play that very video here so you guys can watch together with me and drop your opinion. Let us listen to Dr. Zo. Yeah, Dr. Zo.
Hi, my people. Dr. Zo again. It's a bit early in Canada, so I just, before I took off, I said, let me just make this video.
I think he's a doctor.
There is, obviously, I'm Igbo. I'm from the eastern part of the country. And what I'm about to say is, anything I say these days just goes everywhere. Sometimes it's a bit controversial, but I always say from the mind and I always say the truth. There's this thing we have in the East that we must build big mansions in the village. For you to be an Odogu, you have to build a very big house. Believe me, I did it too. But, this last Christmas, I was watching, I didn't go, but I watched a lot of people that go home, open their mighty big mansions in the village, in the East especially. I don't think the other part of the country have this concept. So, as I said, I did it. And my own was even painstaking because my dad passed. I started building the house before he passed, but I had to finish it. And believe it or not, because I'm the first son, he was alive. He insisted that I have to build it in the same compound. So I took a couple of steps around and built another mansion. Everywhere squashed up. I haven't been there in I built it about 5 years ago. And the total number of days I spent in that house, is not up to 6 weeks or 2 months. In 5 years, I'm telling you.
It's not up to 6 weeks or 1 month. I don't know. It depends on you. If you don't want to enjoy your life there, that is your own cup of tea. So there are people who built their houses to enjoy. You are living in Canada and you don't usually go home. Maybe you are not independent. You don't have your own hospital because he's a doctor, a very big doctor in Canada. He's doing well. So, but for example, if he has his own office where he works and goes to work whenever he wishes, it all depends. Mentality differs. If you want to live abroad, you can decide to live abroad and focus there. But there are people who still want to maintain their originality, which is African, who wants their children to acquire African knowledge proper. So if you look at it from this angle, you realize that this man is not building African. Okay, I'm somebody who loves Africanism. I love nature. That is where you get original nature, real nature. Abroad cannot give you nature. Okay, because from summer to winter, from now, snow block everywhere. You be wearing jackets. Now we are wearing jackets. You go out and you are running inside from AC to AC, from heater to heater, all this wahala and all that. So he's the one who is not enjoying his mansion, but others, they go there. Some spend go there every 3 months. They stay in their houses. Some go there every December. That is how Igbos do. They go home every Christmas, spend their time in their houses and enjoy visitors, enjoy everything. So we stay. When we go by November, start cleaning up, December, January, and they go by February. And in Easter, they are back home. So you are the one who have decided not to go back home to enjoy your mansion. And your family also is in the same Canada. They will live in everything with you. So at the end of the day, I've said something about this thing before, that even your children may not even have the African mentality. And some of them, most times, they may not even want to go back home to where you originally from. Now, let's finish with the video, okay?
I spent a lot of money to build a house in the village because my father was a traditional chief. So for you to take over the title, you have to have your own house as an adult. It's just what we have in the mind. Sometimes I wonder, the Igbos claim that we're very smart in terms of economy and, money thing. But sometimes I wonder the economic value. If I build that house somewhere else, Lagos, Abuja, but I could elsewhere, even Enugu, I would have made over 100 million in that last 5 years. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not saying you shouldn't build a house in the village. What I'm telling you is what I advise my younger ones. I'm much older than them, and I tell them, go to the village, just build small house, 3-4 bedroom, have a big compound in case you want to do something in the future. Like, it's always good to have something in the village, but you don't have to build these mansions like the way we did. You occupy everywhere with houses. It's rubbish. And I'm telling you, what I'm saying to you, I did it. My father did it. My father's friends did it. And their kids are struggling today to maintain those houses. I am spending a lot of money to maintain the house I haven't been in over almost getting to 4 years because of things going on in the East, insecurity and stuff. So what economic value is? I see young boys, and I said, let me just speak from my mind, and I'll tell you guys, wrong move, man. Wrong move. What I'm telling you now, what I'm saying today, you will realize it in 25 years, my friend. 25 years. Absolutely no need for those houses that big. Get a big compound, small house, 3-4 bedroom maximum. And, once in a while, go home. If you're still an Odogu, it doesn't matter. But use that money and put it in other better locations that'll give you money. As I said, if I use that money elsewhere, Abuja and all that, I would have made money that would build that house probably 2 times over in the last 5 years. I'm telling you that. It's a wrong move. I said I did it. And I'm going to say it to you for free. Sometimes even it becomes a problem for your kids. They will start fighting. What I'm saying to you, I've seen it. I've seen it. My father's friends. They'll start fighting over those big mansions. There's no need for it. Maintain small house in the village, big compound. That's my advice. That's Dr. Zo's advice. And this is coming from a mistake that I made, and a mistake I feel my father made too, and my father's friends. They were Odogus at their time. Think about it. I think, in conclusion, a village mansion is a waste of time and a waste of money. Dr. Zo, again, from Canada.
All right. So, guys, I believe you guys heard him, and I want to get your opinion on that. But to me, all these big houses, to me, I'm not sure they are not necessary. There are houses where you see so extravagant, too big and all that, designed with good. Maintaining them is even a burden, all those kind of stuff. I think on that aspect, I agree with him. It's too big. There are houses that some people are building Igbo land and all that. They are too big. It's not even as if they are having 7 wives that they want to, live in that very house like a concubine, I have 7 wives. This one lives here. This one lives here. And all that. So that is the only reason why I would say, okay, that's cool. Since you want to stay in the same mansion with everybody, yeah, you can go ahead and do that. But I don't know. But everybody have their own choice. And also, there are people with too much money who has excess money. So he's looking at the whole thing from an economic aspect of the calculation. That's what he's looking at. But there are people who have money, who have so much investment that they don't even know what they are doing with their money. So they are just building it there for the meantime. Of course, I know a lot of people who have built mansions, but today those mansions are falling apart because there is nobody to maintain them. Their children has gone other ways, or they have built theirs too. So their fathers is left empty. Sometimes they just do clean up and until fall totally, So let me know your opinion on that. That's what I just wanted to say. But on the aspect of not visiting it up to 5 times or so, whatever, that side is his own making. He doesn't want to visit the house. If he wants to live in his house, he has the time. You have to go there and spend time in your house. So even if it is a small house, he may still condemn it that it is just a waste of time and money and everything. So it depends on your own choice and what you want to do. Let me know your own opinion and experience on that. Okay, I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you, and don't forget to use tap send to make your transfer to Nigeria. Their rate is very high, and using my promo code will earn you some benefit. Okay, thank you.